not balance, but harmony, rather. Yeah.
Tell the people something that you have hosted.
I've hosted
and DJ. She does both.
DJ, yes, I love hosting and DJ. And yesterday was a big festival. Shout out to Deanna Williams, who is the godmother of Black music, and her beautiful daughter, Princess India. They hired me to host and DJ Wawa Welcome America. That's a festival that happens every day up until the 4th of July here in Philadelphia and other major cities. That's one of the biggest festivals I've hosted. I've been an announcer for the one and only Suzanne Christine at the Roots Picnic.
Shout out Suzanne Christine.
Shout out to Suzanne Christine.
Shout out Sudat.
Sudat plugged me in. Sudat is my sister too. You know, the Met. I was in a Met Philadelphia. I've been burnt holes in the city winery stage a few times. And so that's straight off the dome, you know, for right now. But
100.3 stamp, you know what I mean? She had a show, 100.3, what's that thing?
That's a magical moment too, hosting that city winery. And the program director, shout out to Jay Dixon, he was just so impressed. He was like, I have to help you in your career, you know? And it was a time, and that was such a challenging day because I wanted to figure out how can I go from being just this $50, $100 host to getting booked 15,000. Well, yeah, let's manifest 15,000.
Let's go.
1,500 for the gig, you know.
Right.
So, and then that happened that day, like you know. So, Jay Dixon was the program director at Radio One, and then allowed for me to be a producer and enter on the programming side. So I know how to work. I can go on any radio station. I know how to work all the bells and whistles on the board and things like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. So y'all know Yaz as like the you know, the host, the entertainer, you know what I mean, the voice. But this is my friend. I'm able to, you know, sit and have conversations with her.
Yeah.
And she has an amazing mind as well, amazing outlook on life. So tell the people what's the importance of having knowledge of self?
Knowledge of self is important because you have to be aware and in tune. If you're not aware and in tune, then you could just fall into self-sabotage, you know? You can sabotage others. And I feel like knowing yourself and knowing who you are, knowing where you come from, allows you to be more rooted. You know, you need to be rooted so that you're not easily knocked over when the trials of life comes, right? Knowledge of self also gives you the opportunity to stay open because knowledge is infinite, you know? So once you know that, it's like, oh, okay, I'm a student in this game. I want to master myself using knowledge of self, right? And I got this, you know? So knowledge of self is important. I feel like in the industry, I really didn't bang with people unless they had knowledge of self. So it's kind of hard to like filter because you really want to just be in alignment with people who are sure of themselves, who know where they come from, who can articulate, you know, and stand up for our people, you know, and stuff like that.
How do you feel about women leadership right now in Philadelphia and like a message for women? Because I feel like women look up to you, like women love you.
They do.
Like so.
Yeah, I love the sisters.
I know you're gonna have a lot of queens watching this,
For sure.
And you know, as you being Queen Yaszy, what you want to say to the sisters?
I want to say to the sisters, let's continue to take care of ourselves, you know, mentally, physically, spiritually, holistically, take care of ourselves. Let's not get tied up in like narratives or stereotypes in the media because a lot of times what's holistic can get really like entangled in the weeds with what's like mediocre. And I'm in a garden a lot, you know. In the garden, you cannot have weeds around your strawberries or any of your fruits because it can disease the whole entire thing. You have to uproot it.
Right.
So it's like, do not continue to like get the messages mixed up. Like when you talk to me, like I'm so happy that you broke it down because we're friends. It's like, yes, I'm a host, but I'm a real person. So it's important to be able to be authentic. You know, I want women to be more authentic and empower men. I don't care if you have a negative perception. Try to be as optimistic as possible because we have a lot of work to do ourselves. And it's important that our men feel empowered, being as though they're so disenfranchised, you know?
See, it's a responsibility to be not just a host, but Yaz is an MC. So when Yaz is up there talking to the people and they just loving what she's saying, they don't realize that how much knowledge she has. She talks to your spirit. she's building you up. She talks with a lot of love, a lot of hope, and just make people believe.
Speaking life.
Yeah, speaking life into people.
Yeah.
I think that is so important. Right?
No, it is.
And I just want to just tell the people how your confidence.
Yeah.
Like, where you get that confidence from?
Yeah,
like,
confidence. Wow, confidence comes from pain. I went through a lot of pain growing up. You know, like me misbehaving in school, that's not showing up as my full self. That's a fool. You know, showing up, appearing to be confident. Like, but that's not who I am. So that's why when I'm on the stage, I tell people to shine in your best light. That's when you could be seen from the cosmos. But you know, your aura look different when you try and fake your funk, because we all know clout when we see it. That's why it's called clout, because it's cloudy.
Right.
Like, it's not really shiny at all.
Talk your shit.
It's just
pop your
it's
shit.
just smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I feel like my confidence comes from knowledge of self. I know who I am. I know my mission. So my confidence comes from I know my purpose. I feel like once you know your purpose and you feel your purpose and you deepen your why, then you can show up fully confident. Then it's also just practicing. You gotta be able to get in front of the mirror, tell yourself, I am powerful, I'm amazing. So when it's time to get in front of cameras and stuff, or talk to someone of importance, you can speak and articulate from a very confident, you know, position. I think that's important.
wow.
You dropping a lot of gems. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah.
That's you talking your shit. You got you got a book you wrote too, right?
Yeah, so I do have an ebook, and it's so coincidental. No, it's synchronistic that y'all said speak life, because that's the long-term book I'm working on 7/11. I'm dropping, Queen Yazy's Top 10 Secrets to Hosting an Event Like a Pro.
Yeah.
It is an interactive ebook, and the first chapter talks about confidence, because I feel like there's a fact that public speaking is like the #1 fear in humans.
For sure.
They struggle talking in front of the camera, a lot of and I think that it's important for our people to build thought leaders, is that they have to be able to communicate. So, yeah.
Confidence. Let me tell you, my friend dropped her earring. She didn't drop her earring and fall out and make sad. She just kept it going, had the same face, put the hair on top of it, and kept it going.
She's seamless, ain't it?
You can't teach that.
Seamless.
You can't teach that. She's confident.
Yeah.
She know who she is.
You
know her purpose. That's
very
nothing.
True.
Like,
very true. But you also speak well.
Thank you.
Like your diction.
Oh yeah, no, this don't come from nothing. I paid for voice and articulation.
That was my
classes.
next question. Yeah.
I when I was in the bathroom, mommy made me match my M&Ms. Like, I make sure my voice is warm before I get in front of. I hosted for 9 hours yesterday, so this is a okay voice.
Facts.
But
She did.
I think that I just like a basketball player, I should be working just as hard as Kobe Bryant did on the court with my voice. You know, how can I expect to be a millionaire in my industry and I don't do millionaire practices when no one's watching? So, you know, if anyone else wants to like step into that, that's why I want to make the ebook and share, because people really, you know, like what I have to offer. So
that was my next question. Like, why can you tell folks why it's important to work on your diction? Why it's important to like master like your voice, how high you speak, how low you speak, how to stay even, what that means to the crowd. Why is that important?
Because sound is metaphysical. I think that, you know, we listen to music and you hear preachers and things like Martin Luther King, his voice, his diction. I want to make sure, and I want other people to make sure that when they speak to people, it really lands. You know, you want people, Maya Angelou says something like, it's, you know, people don't remember what you say, but they remember how you made them feel. So it goes beyond me talking. I need you to feel what I'm saying. So that's why diction, pronunciation, pace, volume, pitch, all of that is important, because your voice is an instrument.
I'm gonna give you 4 names. These are 4 artists that when I see these artists, I think of you. I feel like I feel like you. In my opinion, like not you broke up, but you broke up my vision. Like not like they might not say that, but it's like when I see them, like Yaz is behind them, like pushing them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, King Kali.
Yes.
Give me something about tell us about King Kali.
King Kali is an amazing person, passionate, hardworking artist, trailblazer, has his own genre of music. He could be looked at as a hip hop rock star. And I agree with Fresh. If he was to go to like somewhere like Atlanta, they would love him. He become famous instantly.
You know? He got it.
And any stage that he's on in Philadelphia, people are just blown away. They just are just blown away. But it's, you know how it's the return, like getting your fans to really. But he has a great fan base. He's a great lyricist. He, you know, really takes pride in all parts of his artistry.
Yeah, he's very professional. Got the image, got the dancers, different type of sound, band.
Yeah, so
give you a great performance. I feel like Philly's not ready for somebody like him. Like I feel like like you said, like he's like a big market guy. He's like national. You know what I mean?
Easily
he go
a hot 97.
He go Atlanta, he going.
Yeah,
I tell you, he go Atlanta, he going. But no, he's definitely doing his thing. I respect him. You know what I mean? Shout out King Khalid, support his whole movement.
For sure.
Also, another artist I got four, Soraya Nicole.
Soraya Nicole, people think we look alike. Everywhere we go, but Soraya. My early beginnings of hosting, around the time I was hosting for you, I was working with Soraya a lot. We still can catch each other on the same bill sometimes as well. I support Soraya 10,000%. She did my first photo shoot. She's also a photographer too, so I appreciate Soraya.
Okay, next one, Carla Gamble. Carla Gamble,
my
sorry.
relative, that's my blood cousin.
Hey.
You know, Carla Gamble is a neo-soul artist. She's been in the
amazing voice.
Amazing soulful voice. She's a Grammy member as well. She makes hit records, throws on shows every Women's Month, and Carla's just a powerful voice. You know, she can blow down. So shout out to my cousin Carla. Consistent image, always pushing positivity, you know, very artistic, very creative. So Carla that girl.
The last one we said her name before, we gotta say it again, she's worthy of it. Suzanne Christine.
Oh,
yeah,
this is important. Yeah, I know Suzanne's important because I don't remember how I met her. Like, it's like I don't remember. But I remember whatever conversation we had, we was just locked in from there. I mean, so locked in to where when I was pregnant, she was one of the only women that would come to my little basement apartment and visit me and the baby, you know? And I'm like, wow, like, she got to go on the flight and she coming to my baby shower. Like, I'm just in awe of the sisterhood. And if she needs me in any capacity, I'm there.
She put you in so many rooms.
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie.
When she puts me in those rooms, I always promise my girl to show up. You know, and she can count on me. And I think that's important in this industry, is to have partnerships, brotherhoods or sisterhoods where that person you put them in the room, they're going to show up. You know, they're going to speak up and
represent you right.
Represent you right, you know. Suzanne Christine is the dope queen of Philadelphia. She's a queen I definitely think helped build me as a queen as well, you know, in our courtship and in times where we have, you know, our sister talks and things like that. So,
So, I never even asked you this before. This is a good question. This is going to be a good one. Right? It's a simple one, but it's going to be a good one. Because we always talk about, like, you know, what you're doing now, like, you know, you doing even bigger events and hosting, being booked, but, like, you don't have to see your age, but where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Hosting everywhere, having my own thing going on, you know. And
what is that?
What is the thing?
Well, you know, I don't want to tell too much.
Okay.
Because when you say it too much, it's about doing the work too.
Right.
And I don't want to.
So give me a long term.
But you can speak into existence too.
Give me a long term goal.
A long term goal is to have for Queen Yaszy to be a mogul, right? I don't want to be local.
That's done. No, that's
right.
Yeah.
I want to host in Tokyo. I want to have brand partnerships. Let me be specific. I want brand partnerships that align with my brand. Anything that has to do with health and wellness.
Do you speak other languages?
Do I speak different? I want to speak a different language.
Okay.
Right now, I'm working on being bilingual.
Copy.
You know, and so I want to host in other languages. I do it sometimes. Like, I'll speak Spanish if it's a Latin crowd. Like, I'll do a little 1-2 step. So
I feel bad when I ask you to show right now. I do. I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm cracking up. Be a millionaire, right? I want to be able to be financially free in 10 years. So financial freedom, have my own big thing come on, be a mogul, brand partnerships, and be able to also create harmony with my family. I want to make sure we can travel together. We still spend time together. Like, that's really big because I can have all of these goals as far as my career, but I have family goals. I do want a family. I want land, you know. I want to vacation and things like that.
You're a very public person. Tell us something that somebody probably wouldn't know about you. I didn't know you played the violin.
Yeah, I play the violin. If you want to see me play the violin, I'm booked with R&B After Dark. I'll do my first gig at the Winston.
But like you play right now.
Winston. Yeah, I go to practice, but I need my own violin.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'll just like stop by a violin shop where I made a relationship.
And just get busy.
Something else.
Something somebody doesn't know about me. Something people wouldn't know about me that's fun.
That's fun, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I watch the Boondocks in my downtime. I love the Boondocks.
Hell no.
I love the Boondocks. That's my go-to leisure. I'm really great at tennis. I will cook you.
No, you won't cook me. You
Yeah.
won't cook me. You'll play, you won't cook me.
Yeah, I could cook you.
No, you won't cook me.
We talking about like championship singles Arthur Ashe.
Tennis, wow.
Yeah,
I
for
know
7
that.
years of my life.
Get your racket.
My racket's in the crib and I got balls. I got a ball hopper.
Say that. All right.
So